Hey everyone, it's Debbie Happy Cohen here with Joy Based Living. And there's a phrase I learned a few years ago, actually in 2014, when I took a class called Feminine Power with Claire Zammit and Catherine Woodward Thomas. Catherine is the author of Conscious Uncoupling and Finding Love or something like that. But anyway, it was an amazing, amazing summer. It was an 8-week class. And actually, there's two things that we practiced that have really stayed with me. One of them is relatedness without agenda, bringing that feminine quality to our world. I don't know that we really know what that means as a culture. We're very competitive, independent minded, do it yourself, make things happen. I think that our deepest social need is for belonging, and relatedness without agenda is extremely important for connection. I think we're able to take more inspired actions when we experience relatedness without agenda. I think we empower joy when we experience relatedness without agenda. No hook, no price, no, just getting to know someone because it's a joy to do so. Yeah, it sounds like Mr. Rogers. I mean it for real. Relatedness without agenda. And the other thing I said, there were two things. What occurs to me is, well, how do you really teach that to a large society of people who's very invested in hierarchy and winning at all costs, being number one. The way that I teach that is doing my best to live that. I think that we can apply that to ourselves. Am I making demands on myself constantly? Is my relationship with myself one that's simply for the joy of it, or does it have an agenda? I'm only good if. It seems to be a scarce commodity, relatedness without agenda, but I think it's growing. I think people are hungry for it. I have people in my life who I believe care about me and love me just the way I am. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to believe, and I feel like I have to do more or bring more or contribute more. And that's my old baggage. That's not necessarily true. In fact, in some cases, I absolutely know that that's not true. So the other piece is, I love this. I'm smiling because it always makes me smile. Having the attitude, which is so counterculture, the attitude of I wonder how that could be possible. Like taking a step back and going, that would be really cool. What might that look like? I wonder, what if? And it changes the feeling state in the body from like a feeling of emergency, gotta fix this, gotta figure it out, gotta create systems or structures or whatever, and to, oh, wow, let's observe, let's look. Well, maybe if we just noticed when we were showing up with relatedness without agenda, or when somebody else was, and we noticed how it felt. I talk about awareness, acceptance, and articulation. Noticing what it feels like in the body to just be yourself with somebody, or to know that they're just being themselves with you. I think it would be nice to have more structures in our society in place that supported relatedness without agenda, which would mean we would have more cooperation, collaboration. Our competition would be friendlier and less black and white around the price being belongingness. You belong here because you're here. And oh, another phrase that pays from that wonderful class was you were born to take up space. You were born to be seen. You were born to take up space. So, yeah, take that with you. Take that with you and put it in your pocket and, maybe take some notes and read them a few times today about some of these things. I think the more people who are in the world who are a little bit more relaxed in themselves, a little bit more present, people who've taken a little bit more time to pause. I can never point the right way on this camera, where it says time to pause right up there. Time to pause is a reminder to me and to everyone that I connect with to get present in our bodies, to relate to ourselves and get present to the current moment so that we can really listen and take the other person in, so that we could take the moment in. And let me tell you, when you do that, your intuition just skyrockets and you find yourself having more energy and more flow and saying more of the right things, and having more joy. So cheers to you taking more inspired action, empowering joy, and living more and more and more of your dreams. Thank you for being with me here today. Bye for now.